Good morning, everyone. Now let's start understanding what are the limitations of planning. Yesterday we learned about the meaning, features, and importance. Now let's see what are the negative points or what are the limitations of planning. First, we'll understand this with the help of a small animation and then I'll explain you further. Let's watch this animation together.
Planning limitations. While we know that planning is extremely essential for an organization, it is not without its limitations. Let us understand the limitations of planning. Planning brings about rigidity in decision making. It lays down the decision on future course of action in advance, providing managers with no flexibility to change the pre-decided plan. Planning becomes ineffective in an ever-changing business environment. A business cannot forecast all future conditions accurately, due to which plans and strategies become ineffective in certain situations. Planning reduces innovation and creativity. It leads to lack of initiative by the employees, as they are not given enough flexibility to deviate from predetermined plans, but need to expressly follow management's decisions. Planning entails investment in terms of time and money. It does not always justify the costs incurred vis-à-vis the benefits derived from the plans. Planning is a time-consuming process, requiring lot of time for collection, analysis, and interpretation of information for use by business. This process sometimes delays the action at the required time. Planning process does not guarantee success to an organization in its endeavors. Non-availability of accurate information and facts may lead to failure of planning. Moreover, past success does not ensure success in a dynamic environment.
Now let's understand the limitations of planning in detail. These have been divided into two categories: internal limitations and external limitation. Internal limitations arise due to the shortcomings in the techniques of planning and management's decision making process. That is, these are all related to the decisions taken by the managers internally within the organization, and these are within the control of the organization. Second category is the external limitations. These are beyond the control of the enterprise. These arise due to external factors of the business environment and are not within the control of management and makes the planning ineffective. Now let's elaborate one by one. First we'll understand about the internal limitation. It creates rigidity. It is ineffective in the dynamic, ever-changing environment. It reduces creativity, involves huge cost. It's a time-consuming process. It does not guarantee success. Now let's see one by one. Planning creates rigidity. Planning leads to decision on future course of action in advance. It provides managers with no flexibility to change pre-decided plan. That is, once decided, managers are not free, they are not independent to change the plan now. Once the strategies, once the policies are decided, they have to be followed, which leads to rigidity. Secondly, planning is ineffective in a dynamic environment. See, environment, business environment, as we have learnt in the previous chapter, this is ever changing, it's dynamic. It keeps on changing. Whether they are taste and preferences of the consumers, whether the technological environment is there, or the political decisions are there, legal environment is there, every type of environment, every dimension of environment, it keeps on changing, and business environment is not static. Once the plans what we have made, they may not work in the changed environment, facing obstacles in ineffective implementation due to rapidly changing business environment may occur and we may not be able to forecast all future conditions accurately, leading to ineffectiveness. Planning is peeping into the future, and we cannot say that we could make the predictions easily and accurately. So therefore, planning may not work in the dynamic environment. Then planning reduces creativity. It leads to lack of initiative by the employees as they are not allowed to deviate from the plans. Once the targets have been set, once the strategies have been decided, the workers, the employees, they will have to follow, which leads to reduction of creativity among the employees. Innovation among the employees may be lagged as they follow directions given by the top management, which they have to follow because they have been given appointment for the same purpose to follow and achieve the targets. This may lead to reduction in creativity of the employees, reduction in innovative ideas which might have been given by the employees. Planning involves huge cost. It needs huge cost in terms of time and money. It does not always justify the cost incurred in comparison to the benefits derived from the plans. So when we compare the cost with the benefits, they may not be justified. So it involves huge cost in terms of time and money. Planning is a time consuming process. Planning requires a good amount of time for collection, for analysis, for interpretation of the information, which may again not be accurate. And it involves a lengthy process which sometimes leads to delay in action. So planning, decision making process, the decision of the objectives, the targets, on the basis of market analysis, on the basis of market interpretation, it may take a lot of time, which may further lead to delay in decision making process. Planning does not guarantee success. Planning is peeping into the future. Future is always uncertain. Business environment is completely dynamic. So planning requires proper designing as well as implementations of plans for success. Prior success of plans may not prior decision making and success of plans that previous year we were successful, it does not guarantee success in the changed circumstances. Plans may fail due to lack of accurate information and facts. Even after the analysis, after the interpretation, after the implementation, planning may not guarantee success. Now we will focus on some external limitations of planning which are beyond the control of management. These are natural calamities, technological changes, changes in government policies, changes in the strategies of competitors, change in fashion, taste, and preferences of the consumers. These are all external limitations of planning which are beyond the control of management because these are not related to the decision making. These are related to the changing dynamic business environment. Let's understand first natural calamities. Occurrence of any natural calamities, it may be flood, it may be earthquake, it may be drought, it may be famine. They are not under the control of managers and may hamper the decision making process. So whatever plans we have already made, whatever strategies, whatever policies were already decided, they may not work due to the natural calamities. Second is technological changes. Technology is ever changing. It keeps on changing day to day. It keeps on changing hour to hour. Introduction of new technology creates several problems for the management in the form of increase in the cost of production due to usage of obsolete technology. So technology is ever changing dimension of the business environment and requirement of heavy capital expenditure to replace the existing machinery. Once the technology is updated, we need to update ourselves, which may further lead to poor competitive position if we do not change with the changing environment, which may further require more of investment, more of plans. So again and again, this technology which keeps on changing, it cannot be updated as per the requirement and very frequently it cannot be changed. Then changes in the government policies, modifications or the changes in the industrial policy, in the taxation policy, changes in bank rate, etc. may require alterations in forecasts. Forecasts are the predictions made for the future. Now there are changes and we need to change the forecast also. This may lead to change in the plans and wastage of resources. Then strategies of competitors. Competitive strategies like introduction of new products in the market, improvement in the existing models, etc., may cause decline in the demand and sale of firm's product, because planning is completely based on future course of action. Whatever we see, what is going to happen, whatever we predict, we make the planning as per our predictions. Now, if the strategies of the competitors are changing, we need to cope up with them, because customers may shift over, they may change the brand loyalty, and we have to stay in the market. We'll have to change our strategies as per the competitors. And if we do not change ourselves, if we do not change our plans, if we do not be flexible in changing our plans, it may cause decline in the demand and sale of firm's product. Last but not the least, change in fashion, taste and preferences of the consumers. Now this sudden change, how it will affect? It affects the existing sale forecast of the firm, which may cause changes in the strategies and methods to be adopted by the management. So I hope that you are clear that in spite we keep on predicting the future, we keep on making the plans, planning is not away from the limitations, but still planning is important. If we do not keep our plans with us, if we do not abide with the plans, we will not be able to achieve our targets. So every aspect has positive as well as negative impacts. So these were some of the internal and external limitations of planning. Hope it's clear to you. Thank you all.